Cole Allen. That is the name of the shooter from the Whitehouse Correspondence Dinner. The president already did a briefing and said they don't have much information and soon they will release all they know about him. But the internet is already going crazy over who this man is, especially this one. 3 years ago almost, there was this Twitter account and all they posted was Cole Allen. To top it all off, the name, Henry Martinez. This was a researcher at NASA. And why is that interesting? Because apparently, beyond being a teacher, Cole Allen also interned at NASA. So a lot of people are going to bring up if this has to do with the war. They might bring up all the scientists dying, but yeah, this one's crazy.
These were the seconds before the shot. A president at Washington's event of the year is being shown a trick by the evening's entertainer. Then there's gunfire.
Nobody's even moving. Like they don't hear this. And this magician, in my opinion, had something to do with all of this, because magicians are very easily able to fool everybody. So when you're in front of a magician and something crazy happens, you can easily say, oh, it's what the magician is doing and not what's going on over there. The magician is doing this. So you're not going to get up under your seats or run away. You're going to be like, ooh, what is the trick? This magician getting in front of the president of the United States is crazy, right? When it happens.
On the top table, it goes unnoticed at first, until security agents storm the stage and evacuate the president. Inside the ballroom, guests attending the Washington Correspondence Association dinner take cover as armed officers take aim from the stage. There's confusion as they look for the shooter.
I'm sorry, but black people respond totally different to gunshots than every other race. They're literally like this. Black folks would have been under the carpet, not under the table. We would have got up under the carpet, or we would have been gone. We're not hiding up under a table. We're getting the hell out of there. They're literally like, they're not even getting under the table. What in the hell? This isn't about racistness. This is just like, we from the hood, we know how to get away from gunshots. We're not going to be looking around. I don't care where the gunshots are coming from. I'm getting the hell out of there. I'm either going under the carpet or either out the exit. I'm not looking at nothing. Every single person in this room is like, what's happening? I don't care what's happening. I never care what's happening. I'm getting the hell up out of there. Nobody's running.
Until security agents storm the stage and evacuate the president.
Look how slow everybody's moving.
Inside the ballroom, guests attending the Washington Correspondence
Look at everybody's
Association.
head. Everybody's head is popped up. Like if somebody needed to pick everybody off, look, that person, like it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everybody's head is still above the table. What the hell?
Dinner take cover as armed officers take aim from the stage.
This is crazy.
There's confusion as they look for the shooter.
Everybody's still looking around, like nobody's moving. Nobody took off running. Everybody's like, hold on, let me get another piece of this this before I die. What in the world? This is crazy.
Senior members of government are taken to safety at speed.
At speed. Yeah, right, at speed. At slowest.
Where?
Ollie Ride. Still no? Still no?
The shooting had taken place outside the room.
And yes, I'm about to prove that all of this was staged and it all was fake. And I'm going to explain why they did this. So I'm going to say it again. All of this was staged. All of this was fake. And I'm going to tell you my assumption or my theory of why they're doing this. And make sure to drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. And of course, hit the thumbs up button as you all come in.
This was the suspect being held on the ground. He is 31-year-old Cole Thomas Allen from California. Donald Trump posted this picture of his arrest, and he posted video of when the suspect ran towards the ballroom, armed with a shot.
I'm sorry, but nobody runs that fast. Nobody runs that damn fast. Let's back that up again. Look at this. Watch this.
Held on the ground. He is 31-year-old Cole Thomas Allen from California. Donald Trump posted this picture of his arrest, and he posted video of when the suspect ran towards the ballroom,
come on, man,
armed with a shotgun, a handgun, and several knives. One officer was shot, but was saved by a bulletproof vest. The suspect wasn't hit by gunfire.
For you to be Secret Service and somebody can get that type of drop on you.
I smelled gunfire after the shots were fired, and we were told to shut the door. Nobody in, no one out. And now the Secret Service are right outside the door.
This is crazy.
Guests remained inside the ballroom
amidst
tight security. In here, it was so tense. Ultimately, it was so Trump.
Wait, isn't that exactly what happened when Charlie Kirk was unalived? Somebody came out and started saying, USA, USA. These are kind of like constituents of, these aren't students at UVU. These are literally constituents of the president. They're literally saying the exact same thing that the guy and a couple other people were saying when Charlie Kirk went down. USA, USA. Why are you saying that? It doesn't matter. Like something. But remember, it's fake, it's staged.
The president will be having a press briefing at the White House in 30 minutes. That is not a joke.
Donald Trump headed back to the White House for a late-night news conference. He delivered his version of events.
I heard a noise and sort of thought it was a tray. I thought it was a tray going down. You know, I've heard that many times, and it was a pretty loud noise.
It was bow, 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 bow. Somebody's banging the tray on the table. That wasn't just one time, sir. But remember, it's all staged. So everybody in these videos have to act like it's, you know, something that's not something.
And it was from quite far away. He hadn't breached the area at all. They really got him. But
they really got him
far away, but it was a gun. And some people really understood that pretty quickly. Other people didn't. I was watching to see what was happening. Probably should have gone down even faster. Melania was very cognizant, I think, of what happened. I think she knew immediately what happened. She was saying, that's a bad noise. And we were whisked away.
The suspect had been staying as a guest at the venue, the Washington Hilton. Outside of this hotel, former President Ronald Reagan survived an assassination attempt in 1981.
Look, I don't care how many people you have, how good they are. They can be the greatest people. You have the greatest security in history. If you have a whack job who's got a brain, but it's a little bit distorted or a lot distorted, they can make trouble.
Well, here we are inside the ballroom. It's about 30 minutes after the shooting took place, and people are drifting away. The night is over. It began innocently enough, routinely. There's the stage. That's where the president was sat, eating his dinner. He had been applauded into the room. The national anthem had been played. People stood for that and then sat down to dinner. Trump was there. J.D. Vance, the vice president, was there. Senior members of the Trump administration.
This is absolutely crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Everybody hit the like button.
Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button.
Okay, so now we're about to get to the proof. I want to get straight to the proof. I want to get straight to it. Shout out to Jesse on Fire. I'm going to play this video first, and then I'm going to play Jesse on Fire's video. So this is
Why does every shooter have a manifesto? Most shooters' manifestos remain classified, so they don't inspire more would-be shooters. Why did they release Cole Allen's manifesto almost immediately? Why in unison was this all about Trump's ballroom? Suddenly, by every MAGA account that exists, most that are known to be operated by the White House themselves. This is why we need Trump's ballroom. Thank God President Trump is building a ballroom. This is the same day that, once again, a judge halted construction on the White House ballroom. You mean to tell me all of these people, the Secret Service, Melania, Trump, Vance, Hegseth, Caroline, Mark Rubio, are all in the building during an active war, and we allowed people in the building with a, okay.
ballroom, exactly. Ballroom, exactly.
There were regular civilians allowed to just take pictures of assailants on the floor like this. And not only that, they uploaded the video, the footage of everything happening immediately after of this.
Think about this. Who got close enough to this situation where they can take this type of picture of a person that allegedly was shooting? Come on, y'all.
Secret Service failing to do their job, and of every single person being ushered out. And then they went on to finish the speeches and finish the event. Today, all the political commentary around it is that the attempt last night just secured the Republicans' win for the midterms. Look at 2024.
See what happens with this is how one of the many reasons why Trump was able to win the presidency. It was the first fake assassination attempt. You know, when he was on stage and then he got shot in the ear, or allegedly got shot in the ear with a rifle, the same type of rifle that they say unalived Charlie Kirk. So it just grazed his ear and he still has an ear. You get shot with any kind of bullet in the ear, you're not going to have an ear anymore. All right. He still has an ear a year later. But that was a part of how Donald Trump got elected, because remember when they was trying to get him off stage, he fought him back and just went like this. He threw up the fist and everybody was like, yay! That right there showed strength, right? So these situations causes one for people to feel empathy for a victim, right? So the easiest way to get attention, love, appreciation, or for somebody to forgive you for the things that you've done is for somebody to try to kill you, to be honest with you, because now you have a certain amount of pity or a certain amount of, oh my God, I don't like him, but I don't want him to die. I hate him. I know he did all this stuff with tadpoles, but I don't want him to die. And next thing you know, you start empathizing with this old ass PDF file, allegedly. That's the play. All right. Well, that's one of the plays. All right. And this is specifically because the midterms are coming up. The midterms are coming up, and this is the reason why they did this.
The left has lost once again. This has 856 reactions, and 834 of them are laughing. I don't think people are buying it. And if they are, then this should make sense. Every school child in America should also have private $400 million ballroom to protect them.
Okay, so now shout out to Jesse on Fire, and I got his whole video in the description if you want to watch this his whole video. So shout out to Jesse on Fire. Make sure to subscribe to his channel.
Right here. Okay, now keep in mind,
This is crazy.
this is the White House Correspondence Dinner. Okay, so here's him right here, right? And he is ready to go.
All right, so look at the guy where the red arrow is. Everybody look at the guy where the red arrow is. This is something. I don't know what the hell this is, but this doesn't even look that like the guy that was on the ground. But check this out.
Here we are right here. Okay, now keep in mind, this is the White House Correspondence Dinner. Okay, so here's him right here, right? And he is ready to go. And he's running. What was that? He looks like he's holding a sign, right? He's holding a sign. He's holding a sign there.
Now, real quick, put a 1 in the chat if you're able to see CapCut at the top of this video. Hold on. My card game logo is in the way. So let me move it. All right, there you go. Put a 1 in the chat if you're able to see the word CapCut AI at the top of the screen. I just want to make sure y'all are able to see this. Put a 1 in the chat if you're able to see CapCut AI at the top of the screen. That's the first way you could tell all of this is a lie, okay? It's CapCut AI at the top. Put a 1 in the chat if you're able to see that. I just want to make sure. Okay, I see it. All right, y'all see it.
And all of a sudden it gets swallowed by his face, okay? He's holding a sign, right? You can zoom in on that and make it a little bit easier for everyone to see, right? He's holding a sign, okay? And now he's running with the sign. Here he comes, guys. He's holding a sign, and his face swallows it. Where did his sign go?
Now, you know, all of these alien scientists have been going missing. Maybe it's an alien sign. Maybe the sign he was holding up was an alien sign. You know, all the scientists have been going missing. I don't know. Because how can a sign just go inside of his mouth like that? The man just eats the sign because it's AI, because it's all a lie.
And now he's running with the sign. Here he comes, guys. He's holding a sign, and his face swallows it.
I never ate a sign before. Maybe I never ate a sign that fast. Even if I was to eat a sign, that's pretty quick to eat a whole sign.
Where did his sign go?
And is this the same guy that was laying on the ground? Yes or no in the chat. Is this the same guy that was laying on the ground? Yes or no in the chat. It doesn't look like the same guy. Let me back it up a little bit. Is this the same guy that was laying on the ground? Y'all let me know in the chat. Look at him. Look at his face.
Now he's running with the sign. Here he comes, guys. He's holding a sign, and his face swallows it.
He looks a little bigger than the guy that was on the ground. He looks like a Caucasian guy. The guy that was on the ground, he looked like he was a black guy. His hair looks totally different. This guy looks burly. This guy looks older. So let's see. He looks older. He's bigger. He looks like a different race. And his hair looks totally different than the guy that was on the ground. This is what they try to feed us to make us think we're like to make us scared. It's not working because you have people like us, me, Jesse on Fire, Baron, Candace, to let you all know that they are lying to you every month. They're coming up with a new lie. They are like continuing to lie to you on an ongoing basis.
Where did his sign go? It's not on the ground. It's nowhere. His face swallowed the sign. Okay. That's weird. So someone could explain to me where the sign went, right? This is Benny Johnson's edit, right? Here it comes. Now it's a napkin. It's gone. And it's gone.
It's crazy.
It's gone, you guys. Look at the rest of the video, though. So now he's running. He's running. His sign is now turned into nothing. And now whatever was just in his hand is now gone. He is reaching that direction. I don't know. No idea what he's doing. He supposedly has a gun out. You could see this dude's gun right here. He just decided, like, nah, I'm going to let him start shooting at people. This is an assassination attempt. And he's running. He's running. This guy doesn't want to cross shoot. Now, here's what's interesting. Okay, remember how there were pop, 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 pop. He is running by there. And this guy is going to draw his weapon. He's drawing down on him. He's looking. It's time to go. But him, this guy, none of them ever fire any shots.
This is crazy, y'all.
Okay, I have watched this in fast motion. No one fires any shots.
So my question is, who was shooting in the first place? Because that guy, maybe it was two different guys, because he was holding a sign. When did he have time to shoot somebody? And did he go through the guys and start shooting people? Did he eat the sign and then pull out his gun? Kind of like on a video game. You ever played a video game where you got all kinds of weapons right behind you and the video game is going like this, and then you want to pull a bat and you go like this. Now you got a bat in your hand and you go like this. Now you got a machine gun in your hand and you go like this. You got a sign in your hand. That's kind of like what is happening here. So is it more than one person that got in here? Because that guy right there did not have a gun, because I don't know. This whole thing is just so stupid. And they think we're stupid.
And then they go and grab this guy.
Okay, wait. This guy runs through there, full speed ahead, and then they grab him. How did they grab him? Did y'all see how fast he ran by that other guy, earlier? He ran through there like, shoom, and then they grab him. Who grabbed him? Everybody's like this. So did he just say, okay, all right, guys, all right, okay, you got me. You got me. I'll get on the ground. Because he got through. Like, why did he run through there and just surrender? Like, what is happening? This is crazy. Like, this whole thing is absolutely dumb. Who catches him? Who grabs him? Maybe it's some other guys like down the hall somewhere. I don't know.
His weapon. He's drawing down on him. He's looking. It's time to go. But
man, this is crazy. Man.
This guy, none of them ever fire any shots. Okay. I have watched this in fast motion. No one fires any shots. And then they go and grab this guy. How does that happen exactly? Where did the 5 gunshots come from? And how is that guy alive?
Quick question. Can you guys see that I changed some stuff on my channel, or do I look exactly the same? I changed about 20 different things, and I want to know, can y'all notice that I changed 20 different things? I bought a new computer because my computer was what was making things slow. I changed the lighting. I moved some stuff around. So can y'all notice that I made some changes, or I look the same? Let me know, because I want to know if some things have changed or I look the same. Okay, the room looks brighter. Okay. So does it look better, worse, or whatever? Okay. So y'all see, so do y'all like the changes? We're going to get back to the show, but I just want to know so I can get an understanding of what I need to do and change. Somebody said, I thought I was watching a white woman. Oh my God. Y'all are hilarious. So is it too bright or what? I'm just y'all are hilarious. Somehow I thought I was looking at a white woman. All right. Oh, well, y'all talking about the person that was running through the thing. Okay. Yes, brighter and you look handsome. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
So this is the beginning. And we're going to go all the way to the end now, okay? He's running through, boom. Now we're at the very end. And look at right there. Look at this. At the end.
Okay. Y'all would not believe this. This is more proof that is AI. So I want to show y'all something because, okay, I'm going back to the beginning. So this is the beginning. I'm going to fast forward all the way to the end. So I want to let y'all see that this is the beginning of the video. Watch this. And I'm going to fast forward to the end. And I'm going to show y'all what's actually happening. Watch this.
Here we are right here.
This is the beginning of the video.
This is the White House Correspondence Dinner. Okay, so here's him right here, right? And
so he's
coming up, ready to go. And he's running. What was that? He looks like he's holding a sign.
Okay, now let's fast forward to when they start chasing the guy. Watch this. This is absolutely crazy. Now watch this.
Now, okay, he's running through, boom. Now we're at the very end. And look at right there. Look at this.
Look at this.
At the end, there he is again.
It's a loop. Do y'all see this? It's a loop. It's some type of AI loop. The guy runs through there and they all capture the guy allegedly. And here comes the guy again with the freaking sign. Put a one in the chat. Y'all see this? Put a one in the chat. Y'all can see this. It's the same guy with the sign. And look at the guys that, bro, this is crazy. Yo, shout out to Jesse on Fire. Jesse on Fire is on fire because for him to find this mess here is absolutely nuts.
And look at right there.
This is crazy.
This. At the end, there he is again. Down at the end. He just showed up again. He showed up again right there with the sign. Oops. Oh, geez. Yikes.
Yo, y'all shout out to Jesse on Fire. Follow this man. Follow Jesse on Fire on YouTube. This man is on freaking flames today. This is crazy.
You know, turns out it is AI.
Damn. All right, so let's keep going because I got so much more to show y'all.
And of course, in the main body of the ballroom, there were more than 2,000 people here. There was the crack of gunfire around 10 minutes into dinner. Crack of gunfire.
The crack of gunfire.
And there was the sound of shock. There were shrieks, the sound of panic, and then the sound of human movement as...
Uh-oh, hold on. We just got something.
This just in, a new way of healing is sweeping the country, and it's a card game called Like Mother, Like Daughter. This game is powerful.
My favorite question was, if you could parent me all over again, what would you change? This card game has a mother deck and a daughter deck, so we both have questions for each other.
These are some good questions. Do you think I'm a people pleaser? If so, where did I get this trait from?
This card game actually helped my marriage, and the questions showed me that I still had unresolved issues with my mom, and I was taking them out on my husband.
If you don't do anything else, buy this card game. You won't regret it. Click the link below.
Like mother, like daughter, we are the same. You'll see when we play this game.
Somebody said they're going to blame Iran. Yes, they're going to blame black people in Iran.
2,000 people and more dived for cover, got underneath the tables. The security services, I saw them sprinting in from that central rear door, running towards the stage at full speed to eliminate any threat and, of course, to preserve the safety of the president and everybody else inside this building. This is the suspect's LinkedIn picture. And this is the police outside his California home as investigations continue. In Washington, the Correspondence Dinner is a glittering affair. Last night, it was the showpiece most shocking. not least for a president previously the target of 2 assassination attempts.
Thank you very much.
Washington's big night out was a big escape.
This is sad, man. All right, check this out. So I don't know this this is real or fake. So y'all let me know in the chat. Is this right here real or fake? Did this actually happen? Let me back it up just a little bit. Y'all let me know. Because I'm like, this part right here, what y'all about to see, has to be fake, right?
At least for a president previously the target of 2 assassination attempts.
So what I'm about to show you, let me know if this is real or fake. What I'm about to show you now. Because I'm like, this has to be fake, right? Right here. Put it on the big screen.
Dear President Trump, this building is the Washington Hilton Hotel. You'll soon be arriving here as the guest of honor at the Whitehouse Correspondence Dinner. But the fact is, you, the President of the United States, are right now engaged in a massive cover-up of Jeffrey Epstein's crimes. To date, your administration has only released about half the Epstein files. Of those that have been published, hundreds of pages have been blacked out entirely, and the names of many powerful men have been redacted.
Did they actually do this? Somebody said, Sabby Sabs covered this. It's real. So they literally shined all this on the side of the same building that everybody was in? Yo, the protesters were going crazy then.
Including, in some cases, your own name.
They didn't have Secret Service on the outside of the building scanning the perimeter? They didn't tell the people not to do this? This was real?
Where you have been named, the files are damning. In one email from 2011, Epstein wrote to his accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, expressing surprise that you hadn't yet been publicly accused of complicity in his activities. Epstein emailed Maxwell saying, I want you to realize that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Maxwell replied saying, I've been thinking about that. In an email from Epstein to author Michael Wolff, Epstein said of you, President Trump, quote, of course he knew about the girls. You recently admitted on Air Force One that you were aware young women were being recruited from Mar-a-Lago by Epstein. When you were asked whether one of them was the well-known Epstein victim, Virginia Roberts Giuffre, you replied,
I think she worked at the spa. I think so. I think that was one of the people, yeah.
Some of y'all are saying this is fake. Some of y'all are saying it's real. I don't know. I'm just playing it because I don't know. I'm just playing it.
He stole her.
2 years after Virginia was recruited from your club, you told New York Magazine that you thought Epstein was a terrific guy. You said, quote, he's a lot of fun to be with. It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do. And many of them are on the younger side. One release file shows you flew on Epstein's private jet, dubbed the Lolita Express, at least 8 times. Then, you lied about it, like you've lied about so many aspects of your relationship with Epstein. The fact is, Mr. President, you knew. Release the files, end the cover-up, now.
That's crazy. Apparently, they had the ability to do that, and I guess it's real.
Healthy Digest, my friends. Okay, so in under a minute and a half, I'm going to break down the White House Correspondent Dinner false flag shooting last night, and none of this is making sense. So you have 31-year-old Cole Allen, who was an intern at NASA in 2014. He was a master's student of engineering. He was interning at the NASA headquarters where all those missing scientists have now been deemed missing. And just so happens that last night before the dinner even started, you had the press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, saying that Trump is going to be typical Trump tonight, and there's going to be some shots fired. 3 days ago, you had a CNN report published saying how assassinations could be staged. Just so you see where I'm coming from, Cole Allen is pictured here wearing a Israeli Defense Forces t-shirt. Registered Democrat, And this is a perfect twist for the whole plot to be like, oh, look, you got a radical Democrat leftist who's, you know, just trying to take out a Republican president. Now, none of this is making sense. If you look very closely, you have the director of the FBI, Kash Patel, just sitting nonchalant, casually. If you're the director of the FBI and it was just a shooting inside the vicinity where the president is, would you be sitting the way he was, or wouldn't you be reacting and calling the shots?
Right.
Question everything, guys. Healthy Digest.
I just want to go find. I'm so sick of her. Like, why did somebody have to film her? Like, who gives a shit about what Erica Kirk is doing and what she's crying about? Like, I'm so sick of her. She had to get some attention from this shit. Like, why? Why? And you see the cameraman was right there, like, waiting on her. All right, action. Start crying like she always does. This damn woman cries every damn day. Shit's crazy. I can't stand this damn woman.
Casually, if you're the director of the FBI and it was just a shooting inside the vicinity where the president is, would you be sitting the way he was, or wouldn't you be reacting and calling the shots? Question everything, guys. Healthy Digest.
I just want to go find. Nobody cares. I'm saying nobody cares as I play it a second time.
I want to just quickly tell you, I was sitting next to Caroline Levitt, the press secretary's husband. He was one of our guests. He was seated right next to me. And, right as the dinner was starting, the national anthem happened. And then he kind of leaned over and said, I watched you on TV. You do a great job. You need to be very safe. And he was just very serious when he said that to me. And he kind of looked around the room and he said, there are some...
Sounds like we lost Aisha's phone there. And this happens, by the way, especially...
Uh-oh. 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 What happened to her?
No. 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 No, no. Aren't you something? That's not my experience. Not at all.
They got her ass. They got her. They got her ass.
When you have so many people attempting to utilize the same cell service at the same time, I did want to add this. While we had a moment, I was just reading.
Listen up. I find it not a coincidence that after this staged event, all of these Trumpers are posting about the ballroom. This is why we need Trump's ballroom. We need the White House ballroom. This is why President Trump needs to build the White House ballroom. So you start thinking it's about the ballroom, right? We already know that the security there wasn't even checking bags. Also, why would Secret Service take J.D. Vance out before the president? But I think it's way more than just a ballroom. Listen to this.
Surveillance tool that expires this coming week. It obviously allows the FBI to surveil potential terrorists who are overseas, and we don't know right now if this individual was radicalized by somebody like that. But do you think about the importance of having these tools to protect our country from these kinds of threats, and how will you get that message to Congress when there's a that's skeptical about renewing those powers?
Oh, I have the perfect plan. All I have to do is stage a fake assassination or another fake assassination. Isn't this the third fake assassination? And guess what? I'll get everything I want. All I have to do is scare the American people into thinking that you too can be next. First they got Charlie Kirk. They're trying to get me, and now they're going to try to get you. And guess what? I'll get everything I want. That's how this stuff happens. That's how the day before 9/12 happened. 9/12 was fake. All of this stuff is fake. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree that the day before 9/12 was fake and was orchestrated. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with that. All they do is stage fake, crazy situations to scare the shit out of us. And then they turn around and say, okay, because of what just happened, you have to give up more of your rights. And we're so stupid, we'll be like, okay, where do I sign? Who do I vote for? I don't want this to happen to anybody else. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree that the day before 9/12 was fake, just like this. This is what they do. They scare the shit out of us and make us think it's going to be us next. Or Iran is a sleeper cell or some crazy shit.
These kinds of threats, and how will you get that message to Congress when there's a crowd that's skeptical about renewing those powers?
Well, Jackie, I know both sides of it because Pfizer was used against me, and very, very viciously by a dirty cop. You know, we had the Comey gang, Comey and his remnants, and it was used it very illegally. I mean, they signed court orders that were illegal. Every one of those people should be prosecuted. Frankly, it was used against me. Now that's the bad news. The good.
Some Justin says the real terrorist is the 1000%. There's no Mossad. There's no ISIS. There's none of this stuff. It's them. It's always them. It's always them. It's always them.
Is that the military really needs it, and it's really needed for national security. And there's a division, but I was willing to give that up because again, it was used against me more than anybody else. And
so what he's saying is it's perfect timing for Congress to approve the FISA spying program, of course, for national security reasons, because the military really needs it. He says he's willing to give up some of his liberty for safety.
The president is saying, I'm willing to give up some of my liberty to do all this stuff. And what are the Trumpers going to turn around and say? His little cult, what are they going to say? Me too, me too. If the president himself is open to give up some of his liberties, we'll give up our liberties too. That's literally what this is. I'll do it. Oh, hey, I'll do it too. It's a monkey see, monkey do situation. He comes out and says what he'll do to make us think we'll assimilate with what he'll actually do. This is about assimilation.
Even though the same program was weaponized against him. So make that make sense. Y'all do realize what they're trying to do, right? Make as many false flag events to scare everyone into submission so they can implement a surveillance state. It's really that simple. This is Agenda 2030, the Great Reset. Take a look around you. He's done nothing to help get away from that agenda. If anything, we're closer than ever to it. And these type of things are going to keep happening until they are able to get Congress to approve them. And I cannot believe there are so many people blinded to this. It really doesn't take that much discernment and critical thinking to realize this is happening.
Right.
Well, the Secret Service just did something really weird when everything went down at the White House Correspondence Dinner.
Yeah. Did y'all see how they grabbed J.D. Vance and not Donald Trump? Did y'all see that? They grabbed J.D. Vance instead of Donald Trump. Real quick, we'll be right back.
If you had one wish involving us, what would it be? That we got along better. Okay. The day that you told me, like, I was so happy for you. My mindset toward you completely changed. I think after you had her, you realized, like, how hard it is to be a mom. And, like, when you look back at things that maybe, like, made you mad at me, you realize, like, okay, well, that is hard.
I just bought this mother-daughter card game because I came to the realization that my issues with my mom are not resolved, so I decided to do something about it. Just played this card game with my mom, and we both literally broke down crying. Here's the card game right here. Buy it. Every woman needs this. You won't regret it.
Are you all aware that in your romantic relationships, if you still have unresolved issues with your mom, you can find yourself taking those things out on a man that you're dating, ladies? That's what this card game is for. It's not just for your mom, it's for you, because you yourself may have unresolved issues with your own mom, and because of what your mom put you through, you now are putting your boyfriend or your husband through something and you don't even know it. Make sure to get the card game, because Mother's Day is coming up, and I say it every day. Make sure to get your card game. Get 3-4 card games. People are buying 7-8 card games at a time, and they're just giving them out to the different mothers in their lives. So I asked, I think yesterday, how many different mothers that you have in your lives, aunties, cousins, mothers of other people. Of course, we have one mother, but a lot of y'all were saying 10 different mothers. So if you have a lot of different women in your family that you need to, shop for Mother's Day, just get you a bunch of card games and be done with it. You ain't got to be running through the malls and all this other stuff. Mother's Day is coming up, and this is the perfect gift that is extremely unique for any mother or for any daughter. So if you're the daughter of a mother, if you're a mother of a daughter, if you're the husband of a mother of a daughter, if you're the husband of if you're the husband of a woman that has issues with her mother, make sure to get your like mother, like daughter card game before I sell out. Get your mother-daughter card game right now. The link is under this video. The link is in the chat, and the link is also pinned in the chat. And I'm going to pin the link in the top of the comments also.
You have to see this. Take a look at this viral video, and it's making people ask, what are they doing? And why did they do that?
This is crazy.
Okay, so you can see right here, Secret Service immediately takes JD away.
Right.
And now they're kind of mulling about the stage. One finally comes in here and gets in front of, see, there's Trump. And now they're pulling Trump off the stage, as well as they got Melania and the other people off the stage. Now,
I've never seen that in my life. You get the vice president off stage first? Like, what world are we living in? Like, what is happening? Like, this is crazy.
as they got Melania and the other people, as they got Melania. Immediately, everything went down at the Whitehouse Correspondence Dinner. You have to see this. Take a look at this viral video, and it's making people ask, what are they doing? And why did they do that?
This isn't even protocol.
Okay, so you can see right here, Secret Service immediately takes JD away.
He's
and now
gone.
they're kind of mulling about the stage. One finally comes in here and gets in front of, see, there's Trump. And now they're pulling Trump off the stage, as well as they got Melania and the other people off the stage. Now, I have this muted for obvious reasons. Don't know if I can play the audio, but isn't that interesting? They got JD out there quicker. Y'all saw what I saw. They got JD off the stage first before anybody else. Several seconds, almost a minute before they yanked him off. And then they acted like they didn't know what to do with Trump and Melania. They get in front of, behind of. Wouldn't you think that they would protect Trump first and not JD? Or am I misunderstanding? What do you guys think?
I don't normally post videos like this, but things like this don't normally happen. I long lived and worked in Washington, D.C. This is my first White House Correspondence Dinner. There is a lot of important discourse, conversations, debate about whether or not, protest about whether or not White House Correspondence Dinners should take place at all, and they're important. This is just about what I saw tonight. When we entered the hotel, protesters were exercising their First Amendment right to protest. And when we entered, there was the first round of security. Walking in, security did seem perhaps not to match, from my POV, based on what I've seen and covered before, the scale of the event. But also notably, as we walked in, it became apparent that, oh, there are actually residents in the hotel who maybe didn't go through these screenings, who are here seeing us, but also in the space. As I walked in alongside some of my colleagues, like Christine Romans, there were some protesters who had breached the first security screening. And we were actively, it was raining at the time, so it was likely a reduced crowd from what was expected. But as we were walking through, several people had been apprehended because they were attempting to enter the hotel without the proper credentials. That was one layer of security. This is a multi-floor event. So when you walk in, you're on the first floor of the Washington Hilton. Individuals got photos. You could go then down to the second floor where there was another round of screening. That screening appeared to involve Secret Service. They did look into your bags. You did go through a metal detector. So that was 2 levels of screening. multiple floors, and you're in the ballroom. You see the ballroom, there are two levels. There's a stage, there was I'll call it an inner perimeter, the floor, and a slightly outer perimeter. Prior to the event starting, and even, throughout the event, so long as no one is speaking, there are opportunities to get up, to walk around. It's a fairly open space in that regard. Prior to this moment, most of us are seated at this point. I'm speaking with my colleague, Joe Fryer. All of a sudden, we hear yelling. At this point, now we know what was being shouted was, "Get down, get down, get down." From the outer perimeter where I was seated, you couldn't quite make out what was being said, but it caught all of our attention because we heard yelling. Suddenly, I hear what sounds like, that's how I would describe that sound. It was like a pat, 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 pat. I've heard bullets. I know what those sound like. It didn't sound like bullets, but it did sound like something being hit. Now,
I still am confused on who shot what. And if they weren't shooting at the president, because it seems like they didn't make it to the room where the president was, who are they shooting at? And if they weren't shooting at the president, why are they saying this was a person that was after the president? But all this was fake, just for the record. But who was shooting? They didn't shoot him because they apprehended him. Who was doing the shooting? Because it was like, bow, 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 bow. Somebody said, maybe it came through the speakers. They were recording it to make it seem like somebody was shooting. That's a good one. That's a good one. That makes a lot of sense. Maybe it was the speakers playing gunshots to scare the shit out of everybody. That is a great idea. I like that. I like that. Thank you for saying that. I like that. That makes a lot of sense. Because
multi-floor event. So when you walk in, you're on the first floor of the Washington Hilton. Individuals got photos. You could go then down to the second floor where there was another round of screening. That screening appeared to involve Secret Service. They did look into your bags. You did go through a metal detector. So that was 2 levels of screening, multiple floors, and you're in the ballroom. You see the ballroom, there are 2 levels. There's a stage, there was I'll call it an inner perimeter, the floor, and a slightly outer perimeter. Prior to the event starting, and even, throughout the event.
Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button.
Joe Fryer. All of a sudden,
make sure to hit the like button, y'all. Some of y'all have not hit the like button yet. That's why I'm playing it. Y'all probably like, play the video, play the video. Well, if y'all if y'all were to hit the thumbs up button, I wouldn't have to play the video. I'm saying hit the like button for a reason. A lot of y'all have not hit the like button, and a lot of y'all have not subscribed to the channel also. So subscribe to the channel and hit the like button, and also buy my card game.
Hear yelling. At this point, now we know what was being shouted was, "Get down, get down, get down." From the outer perimeter where I was seated, you couldn't quite make out what was being said, but it caught all of our attention because we heard yelling. Suddenly, I hear what sounds like, that's how I would describe that sound. It was like a pat, 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 pat. I've heard bullets. I know what those sound like. It didn't sound like bullets, but
see, it didn't sound like bullets. There's a possibility that there was no shootings and it was just a bunch of yelling, because they probably just seen a dude running through the area and they was like, "Oh shit, get him!" And nobody ever shot anything.
it did sound like something being hit. Now, post hours later, I believe that was the sound of people in the inner perimeter getting down under the tables, right? Like hitting everybody, suddenly getting down. Then suddenly we see a flurry of Secret Service agents running, beelining for the stage and scattering throughout the center apparatus. It appeared from my POV that once the president was cleared, there was some chance of USA, USA, USA that were quickly hushed because a lot of people weren't sure whether or not it was safe to be making noise, right? Like whether or not this was an active shooter situation. They were moving incredibly swiftly and doing their work, which is covering their protectees. Yeah, as I recount this, I'm in awe of their work and I am in awe of the work of my colleagues, because I cannot overstate. There was a lot of pause. There was a lot of unknown. So this is happening. We're clearly aware that something is wrong. We don't know what that wrong thing is, right? Now we know, depending on where you were in the space, some people did hear the sound of gunshots. I was sitting in the exterior part of the ballroom.
if y'all were in that ballroom and you heard gunshots, what would y'all have done? Would you have ran in the bathroom? Would you have ran out in the lobby? Would you have hid up under the table? Like, what would y'all have done? Because I prepare my kids for situations like this. What is the first place you look for when you hear shooting? Because I think this is an important conversation to have. Because it's about having spatial awareness. What is the first thing you look for in a situation like that? Does anybody want to like guess? Does anybody want to guess? Come on, y'all in the chat. What is the first thing you look for when like you hear something? Yes, the exit sign. Exactly. You don't look for cover, you look for exit sign. Are there two exits or are they one? If there's one exit, what do you look for? You look for the corner of the room. Okay. So if there's one exit and it's over there, and that's where you hear the gunshots, the first thing you need to do is look for a dark corner of the room, because this way you're away from everybody else. And in most ballrooms, movie theaters, or areas, there's curtains, okay? Or there's something that's against the wall in certain rooms, right? So when you find either the exit and get the hell up out of there, or you find a corner and you get up against that corner and you find something dark to cover yourself with. Where can you find something dark to cover yourself with? Come on, I need y'all to think. You're inside of a ballroom. Where do you find something dark to cover yourself with? Say you got a white gown on. Where do you find something dark to cover yourself with in the corner? I need y'all to think. Come on, y'all. I need y'all to think. Under the stage, yes, you can do. You get up on the stage. Tablecloth. There you go. There we go. There you go. I love it. I love it. There you go. There you go. So tablecloths, exactly. So the first thing you do, you're like, oh shit, somebody's shooting, and there's no other exits. You're like, oh shit, what do I do? You take the person you're with, and you say, come on with me, and then you get into a corner, just a corner, right? And then you grab a tablecloth, you grab it out the table, and then you get up under the tablecloth, and then you get down in the corner. This puts you in a position where most likely you're not going to be hit or found or anything, because you're under a black tablecloth, especially if you're in a ballroom like this where everybody got white on. And then boom, you're in a position where you could survive something like this. But you got to think quick. Corner or exit, tablecloth, and hide. All right? I teach my daughters stuff like this. And you got to do it quickly.
And while Secret Service was concentrated in the interior, at one point, one guard in particular came running.
So I said, well, the tablecloths are white. Well, you find curtains. You find something black or dark in the room and grab that shit and get up under it immediately. Because you're right, a tablecloth can be white.
In our direction and said, get down, get down, get down. It was really, there was no room to even move our chairs. He had a gun. He came right past my chair. And for those unfamiliar, right, in Washington, there's the Whitehouse press corps. They cover the president day to day.
Somebody said tablecloths are not bulletproof. Really? Yo, somebody said tablecloths are not bulletproof. What does that have to do with anything? I'm just trying to help you hide. I didn't say it's bulletproof. Yo, y'all are hilarious.
His affairs. And then there is the pool. These are the journalists who are constant.
Somebody said, Dad said hide in the closets. No. A closet is literally the worst place you can hide at, because that's the first place people will look. You need to hide in plain sight, because here's the problem with a closet. Once you're in there, you ain't got nowhere to go, and you can't see what everybody else is seeing. So next thing you know, say you hide in a closet and everybody in the building is like, and they start moving and they get out. And then your crazy ass is in the closet, and next thing you know, they open it up. Pow, 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 pow. No, you don't look for a closet because you're trapped. The first thing you want to do is hide in plain sight so you can be able to look over the tablecloth and then move or run out the door or something. Never go into a closet when there's a shooting. You are literally trapped, and you can't hear or see what everybody else is doing, because everybody might just get out the room and escape through some back room or some shit, and your ass is the only person left in the room. So no, you need to be like, you need to hide in plain sight.
Covering the president. They literally follow the whereabouts of the president and keep the rest of the press informed about his agenda for the day, what he's saying, where he is, right? That is important. Journalism is a public service. The United States, the people of America need to know where their leader is at all times. So
Someone said hide under Erica Kirk. You're right, because you know they're not going to shoot her. Find Erica Kirk and hide behind her, because you know they're not going to shoot her, because most likely she has something to do with it. Oh my God, y'all are hilarious.
In this flurry of events, the pool is now separated from the president. It's very unclear what is happening. Meanwhile, everybody in the room who is a journalist is doing just what they are trained to do, which is try and find out what exactly is happening.
Virginia Islands, via New York. Thank you, custodian 42423. I don't know what this means though. Thank you for the super chat though.
As anyone who's been in a large group gathering knows, the second everyone is on their phone, suddenly data gets very slow, Wi-Fi gets very slow. So it was sort of a piecemeal smattering of information. And the big thing here, folks, is that like we did not know if what the threat was, or if it had been neutralized. So you have to understand, like, you have all of these people in a very crowded ballroom with somewhat limited exits and means of exiting, right? And it's unclear if it's even safe to open the doors at this point. And now we're getting scattered reports of shots fired. We're not sure if it's security. We're not sure if there was an individual who shot. We've now gotten clarity on some of that information, of course. And then there was a lot of waiting. A lot of us did not have service. I started seeing a couple messages from my loved ones, and I attempted to respond, and those weren't going through, right? So we were trying to get information out.
She said there was no service. That's a psyop within itself. Why don't you have service all of a sudden? That's weird. Why the hell don't you have phone service during a shooting? Like, what? A cell phone jammer. That's crazy.
Get information in. At that point, the network I work for, NBC, was attempting to get a special up. And you have to understand, it wasn't just high-ranking officials of government in there. You essentially have the entire reporting team for Washington that would normally be covering this now in this room with limited service, right? So
Exactly. That's scary. Like, no service out of nowhere.
People are attempting to join by phone. People are attempting to text and email and just Slack and get whatever they can out to get information cleared. But there was a lot of time that elapsed between those officials being removed from the space to us getting informed or getting a semblance of what had occurred, to us ultimately getting to leave the space. That's a snapshot of what happened.
Damn. I just want to show this because this right here was absolutely hilarious. I'm sorry. Where is it? I think it's this right here. I'm just gonna play this and then just let it play.
Allen. That is the name of the shooter from.
I want to play because after what he says, we're gonna show you what the ballroom looked like and how stupid everybody in the ballroom was looking.
Allen. That is the name of the shooter from the Whitehouse correspondence dinner. The president already did a briefing and said they don't have much information and soon they will release all they know about him. but the internet is already going crazy over who this man is, especially this one. 3 years ago almost, there was this Twitter account, and all they posted was Cole Allen. To top it all off, the name, Henry Martinez. This was a researcher at NASA. And why is that interesting? Because apparently, beyond being a teacher, Cole Allen also interned at NASA. So a lot of people are going to bring up if this has to do with the war. They might bring up all the scientists dying, but yeah, this one's crazy.
These were the seconds before the shot. A president at Washington's event of the year is being shown a trick by the evening's entertainer.
So do y'all think this magician was part of the psyop? Because all this was fake. But for a magician to be in front of Trump right when they start shooting, if they started shooting at all, that is absolutely crazy. Somebody said another Tyler Robinson. Oh, yeah, Tyler Robinson did this also. Yeah. Let's blame this on Tyler Robinson, too.
Then there's gunfire.
That did not sound like gunshots. That sounded like somebody was. Listen again, because this is actually audio. I mean, this is actual audio. Listen again.
Entertainer. Then there's gunfire.
That sounds like banging against something.
On the top table, it goes unnoticed at first, until security agents storm the stage and evacuate the president. Inside the ballroom, guests attending the Washington Correspondence Association dinner take cover as armed officers take aim from the stage. There's confusion as they look.
So this is what I want to show you all. Look at these damn people. They're not doing nothing. They're just they're like deer in headlights. Nobody's moving. Everybody's moving slow. I know everybody in there is old, but damn, like, look how easy it is for, like, no awareness at all. Watch this.
Until security agents storm the stage and evacuate the president.
Okay, right now, everybody knows something's going on, right?
Inside the...
Now, look at all these people. Let me put this on a big screen. Look at all these damn people. They don't even know what's going on.
The ballroom, guests attending the Washington Correspondence.
Not one person gets up under their table. What is wrong with these damn people?
Association dinner take cover as armed officers take aim from the stage. There's confusion.
Nobody is going under their table. Nobody's doing anything. And now what I want y'all to see is, look at all of the curtains against the wall. I'm not going to say all you need to do is, the easiest thing to do is run to the corner of a room or go to an exit and get behind the curtain. Now peek behind the curtain or, in front of the curtain to see if it's safe to run up out of there. So now look at the curtains on the wall. Now you see curtains all over the place. Get behind a curtain and then peek from behind the curtain to see what you need to do next. Your job is not to go in the damn closet. It's to hide in plain sight so you can always be mobile.
Inside the ballroom, guests attending the Washington Correspondence Association dinner take cover as armed officers take aim from the...
Why can't they hide up under the table? It's like they're not even moving. It's like they don't know what to do.
Stage. There's confusion as they look for the shooter.
Run! What are y'all doing?
Senior members of government are taken to safety at speed.
They look like it's an act. They look like it's all a lie.
Where?
Ollie Rod. Still no? Still no?
The shooting had taken place outside the room.
All these old, fat, out of shape men. This is sad.
This was the suspect being held on the ground. He is
Where's his shirt?
31-year-old Cole Thomas Allen from California. Donald Trump posted this picture of his arrest, and he posted video of when the suspect ran towards the ballroom armed with a shotgun, a handgun, and several knives. One officer was shot but was saved by a bulletproof vest. The suspect wasn't hit by gunfire.
And for those who didn't see this, I'm gonna play this again because this right here like blew the top off this whole case right here. So I'm gonna play this again because some of y'all didn't see it.
Right here. Okay. Now keep in mind.
Shout out to Jesse on Fire. I'm playing this again for the people who did not see this the first time. So don't be like, you played this already. It's some people in here that have not seen this from the beginning. So because I think when I played this earlier, it was like 800 people watching. Now we got 1,300 people watching. So it's some people who did not see this.
Here we are right here. Okay. Now keep in mind, this is the White House Correspondence Dinner. Okay. So here's him right here, right?
So look at the guy with the sign all the way in the corner. And shout out to Jesse on Fire that this is what he uncovered today.
And he is ready to go.
And remember, I just showed you what the actual guy looked like that was on the ground. So let me show y'all again. So let me show y'all. So mind you, this is a black guy right here.
This was the suspect being held on the ground.
So let's see. They're going to give a up close right here. Okay. So this look like he's either white or black or mixed or something. You could tell his hair. He's mixed with something, right? But you could tell he looks like a black dude and you could tell he is slender, right? You could tell he's slender right here. So watch this guy right here. This is a totally different person.
And he's running.
Watch this.
What was that? He looks like he's holding a sign, right? He's holding a sign. He's holding a sign there, and all of a sudden it gets swallowed by his face. Okay. He's holding a sign, right? You can zoom in on that and make it a little bit easier for everyone to see, right?
Wait. Let me see if the guy had pants on. Let's see.
The shooting had taken place outside the room.
Because I'm trying to see if it's the same. We know it's not the same guy, but I just want to see something. Let's look at his pants. Right there. Looks like he has white pants on.
This was the suspect being held on the ground.
He had white pants on, y'all. Y'all see that, right? I'm showing y'all this for a reason.
31-year-old Cole Thomas Allen from California. Donald Trump posted this picture of his arrest, and he posted video of when the
and that person that ran by had black pants on.
He's holding a sign.
Somebody said it was a blanket. What, he was naked then? Why was he naked? So this right here, this man looks nothing like Cole Allen. Watch this.
Okay. And now he's running with the sign. Here he comes, guys. He's holding a sign and his face swallows it.
He eats the sign. That does not look like Cole Allen.
Go. It's not on the ground.
Where did Cole Allen go? This is a burly white guy. Looks like he's bigger, more burly, bigger head. And look at his hair. Look at his hair. Look at his hair. He has like a lot of hair.
Ran towards the ballroom, armed with a shotgun, a handgun, and several knives. One officer was shot, several knives.
So Cole Allen
was the suspect being held on the ground. He is 31-year-old Cole Thomas Allen.
Now look at his hair. He doesn't have a lot of hair. It's just kind of like slicked back a little bit. But this individual right here has somewhat like a box, a lot of hair at the top of his head. This guy.
And his face swallows it.
You see his hair is square shaped like a box. He has something like a box fade on top of his head, you know, like a buzz cut.
Where did his sign go? It's not on the ground. It's nowhere. His face swallowed the sign. Okay. That's weird. So someone could explain to me where the sign went, right? This is Benny Johnson's edit. Right?
Oh, wait. Somebody made a great point. Tony said, why is it always a blurry camera? Look at my camera. If I ran across this camera, you'll be able to see everything. How is it that my camera, I'm just one person. I'm in my house. How is it that my camera is better than the Whitehouse camera? Is better than the Hilton's camera? I want to show y'all something. If I was to try to run through here, I can't run because there ain't nowhere to run to. But I want y'all to, I want to wave my arm. Nothing's going to be like, watch this. Like this is what, like you will still be able to see my arm. Like you're able to see everything with my camera. So all this blurry camera stuff is a part of the psyop. Like you can see everything. Nothing's blurry. So if someone's moving fast, you will still be able to see it. Like it's always this blurry camera every time something goes on. Like with Tyler Robinson, they don't even have a video of him on top of the building. Like, why is it always this blurry camera stuff? Like, do they think we're stupid? Look at this blurry ass camera. Look at Jesse's camera and their camera. You actually think Jesse or I have a better camera than the damn White House or the hotel?
Right? This is Benny Johnson's edit, right? Here it comes. Now it's a napkin. It's gone. And it's gone. It's gone, you guys. Look at the rest of the video, though. So now he's running. He's running. His sign is now turned into nothing.
That's not the same guy. That is not Cole Allen. That is not Cole Allen right there at all, in no way. Put a 1 in the chat if you think this guy is a totally different guy than this guy right here.
From California.
Put a 1 in the chat if you agree that this guy and this guy are totally different people.
Donald Trump posted this picture of.
Put a 1 in the chat if you think these guys are different people. What the hell are they doing?
He is reaching that direction. I don't know. No idea what he's doing. He supposedly has a gun out. You could see this dude's gun right here. He just decided, like, nah, I'm going to let him start shooting at people. This is an assassination attempt. And he's running. He's running. This guy doesn't want to cross shoot. Now, here's what's interesting. Okay. Remember how there were pop, 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 pop. He is running by there. And this guy is going to draw his weapon.
They all draw their weapon.
He's drawing down on him. He's looking. It's time to go. But
and they don't do nothing.
This guy, none of them ever fire any shots. Okay. I have watched this in fast motion. No one fires any shots. And then they go and grab this guy. How does that happen exactly? Where did the 5 gunshots come from? And how is that guy alive? So this is the beginning. And we're going to go all the way to the end now, okay? He's running through.
Now watch this, y'all.
We're at the very end. And look at right there. Look at this. At the end, there he is again.
So right here, for the people who did not see this in the beginning, because I'm playing this a second time, this is... They're trying to trick, they're trying to make us think that this was real. At the top of the screen, you'll see it says CapCut AI at the top of the screen. All right. Can y'all see it where it says CapCut AI at the top of the screen? That's the first thing that tells you that all of this is some bullshit. And the second thing is they are chasing after the man who had the sign, and all of a sudden, who shows up? The man with the sign all over again, just like right here.
Here we are, right here. Okay. Now keep in mind, this is the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Okay. So here's him right here, right? And he is ready to go. And he's running. What was that?
So that's in the beginning, and this is at the end. At the end, the guy with the sign shows back up like a damn ghost.
How is that guy alive? So this is the beginning. And we're going to go all the way to the end now, okay? He's running through, boom. Now we're at the very end. And look at right there.
Now, as you can see, everybody has their guns drawn. They caught the guy. It's over. They fixed it. But if you look over to the other side, like away from everybody, magically, mysteriously, the guy is back with the sign. Look
at this. At the end, there he is again.
Look, he's back with the sign. It was a loop.
Again, down at the end, he just showed up again. He showed up again right there with the sign. Oops. Oh, geez. Yikes, you know? Turns out it is AI.
These people think we're stupid. These people think we're stupid. They think we're stupid. Everybody in the chat say we're not stupid. Everybody in the chat right now say we are not stupid. Say we're not stupid. We're not stupid. Because as long as we're out here debunking all this stupid shit that the government keeps trying to feed us, we're good. So shout out to Jesse on Fire. Everybody in the chat say we're not stupid. Jesse on Fire debunked all this. I give Jesse all of the credit. I'm just playing Jesse's video. So shout out to Jesse on Fire. Subscribe to my channel, but make sure to subscribe to Jesse on Fire's channel also. We are not stupid. They are, see, before the internet, they were able to pull this stuff all the damn time. They can't pull nothing over our eyes anymore because we got each other. Because I'm going to do my research. Jesse is going to do his research. Baron is going to do his research. Candace is going to do her research. And we're going to bring you what they're trying to hide every single time. Every single time. And as you can see, every single time with the Charlie Kirk stuff, with this, all of it is a lie. Everything they try to give to you is a lie. They try to feed you lies every single time. Why? What is the reason? Glad you asked. Here we go. Here's the reason why.
Why does every shooter have a manifesto? Most shooters' manifestos remain classified, so they don't inspire more would-be shooters. Why did they release Cole Allen's manifesto almost immediately? Why in unison was this all about Trump's ballroom? Suddenly, by every MAGA account that exists, most that are known to be operated by the White House themselves. This is why we need Trump's ballroom. Thank God President Trump is building a ballroom. This is the same day that, once again, a judge halted construction on the White House ballroom. You mean to tell me all of these people, the Secret Service, Melania, Trump, Vance, Hegseth, Caroline, Mark Rubio, are all in the building during an active war, and we allowed people in the building with a... Okay. When were regular civilians allowed to just take pictures of assailants on the floor like this? Right. And not only that, they uploaded the video, the footage of everything happening immediately after, of the Secret Service failing to do their job, and of every single person being ushered out. And then they went on to finish the speeches and finish the event. Today, all the political commentary around it is that the attempt last night just secured the Republicans' win for the midterms. Look at 2024. The left has lost once again. This has 856 reactions. And
you hear that, right? This fake, whatever it was meant to help. It doesn't guarantee them anything. Helps with the midterm elections. That's why they did that. The midterm elections.
834 of them are laughing. I don't think people are buying it. And if they are, then this should make sense. Every school child in America should also have private $400 million ballroom to protect them.
Exactly.
I was just reading.
Listen up. I find it not a coincidence that after this staged event, all of these Trumpers are posting about the ballroom. This is why we need Trump's ballroom. We need the White House ballroom.
Hold on.
This just in, a new way of healing is sweeping the country, and it's a card game called Like Mother, Like Daughter. This game is powerful.
My favorite question was, if you could parent me all over again, what would you change? This card game has a mother deck and a daughter deck, so we both have questions for each other. These are some good questions. Do you think I'm a people pleaser? If so, where did I get this trait from? This card game actually helped my marriage, and the questions showed me that I still had unresolved issues with my mom, and I was taking them out on my husband. If you don't do anything else, buy this card game. You won't regret it. Click the link below.
Like mother, like daughter, we are the same. You'll see when we play this game.
Make sure to get your mother-daughter card game. Make sure to get your mother-daughter card game. Mother's Day is around the corner. Click the link under this video. Click the link in the chat. Get your Mother's Day gift right now. Everybody, if you're ready to shop for Mother's Day stuff now, trying to be early, get your Mother's Day card game now. This is a Mother's Day present that your mother or the mother, your child, or any mother in your life, because it doesn't have to be your mother. It could be anybody's mother. Get this card game. This is like therapy in a box. It's a fun way for mothers and daughters to play with each other, or mothers and mothers to play with each other, or daughters and daughters to play with each other, for them to get a better understanding how your mother is versus how her mother is, or how their mother is and why their mother is the way she is. Mother's Day is coming around the corner. Get your Mother's Day gift, which is Like Mother, Like Daughter card game. The link is under this video. Get the card game, because I will sell out before Mother's Day.
This is why President Trump needs to build the White House ballroom. So you start thinking it's about the ballroom, right? We already know that the security there wasn't even checking bags. Also, why would Secret Service take J.D. Vance out before the president?
Right.
But I think it's way more than just a ballroom. Listen to this.
Surveillance tool that expires this coming week. It obviously allows the FBI to surveil potential terrorists who are overseas, and we don't know right now if this individual was radicalized by somebody like that. But do you think about the importance of having these tools to protect our country from these kinds of threats, and how will you get that message to Congress when there's a that's skeptical about renewing those powers?
Well, Jackie, I know both sides of it, because FISA was used against me, and very, very viciously by a dirty cop. You know, we had the Comey gang, Comey and his remnants, and it was used very illegally. I mean, they signed court orders that were illegal. Every one of those people should be prosecuted. Frankly, it was used against me. Now that's the bad news. The good news is that the military really needs it, and it's really needed for national security. And there's a division, but I was willing to give that up, because again, it was used against me more than anybody else. And
so what he's saying is it's perfect timing for Congress to approve the FISA spying program, of course, for national security reasons, because the military really needs it. And he says he's willing to give up some of his liberty for safety, even though the same program was weaponized against him. So make that make sense.
All right, y'all. I am out of here. It's 11:30. I'm about to watch something on TV and take my ass to bed. I hope y'all enjoyed this show. Put fire emojis if you enjoyed this show. Put fire emojis in the chat if you enjoyed this show. Somebody said they wanted to hear the like button song, so I am about to get to it with the songs. Y'all are welcome to hang out. And there's one thing I want to show y'all. But put fire emojis in the chat if y'all like this show. Y'all watch this. Now, if anybody out there is having trouble getting notifications or finding my YouTube channel because of all the shorts and all the stuff that is going on, do this. Go to the settings tab at the top of your screen right here, the little sprocket, click it, then come down to time management. Click time management, scroll to the bottom. It says daily limits. This is about your shorts feed. You click it, I already clicked mine, and click 0 minutes. So click 0 minutes and you'll have 0 YouTube shorts. That puts you in a position where all the videos, whether it's me or anybody else, now is showing up on your YouTube feed again. So to make sure y'all get this, because that probably went by too fast. This is how you get rid of your shorts feed, because this is the reason why my content and other people's content, long form content, are not showing up on your feed, because they're trying to send all these shorts to you. Now, if anybody out there is having trouble getting notifications or finding my YouTube channel because of all the shorts and all the stuff that is going on, do this. Go to the settings tab at the top of your screen right here, the little sprocket, click it, then come down to time management. Click time management, scroll to the bottom. It says daily limits. This is about your shorts feed. You click it, I already clicked mine, and click 0 minutes. So click 0 minutes and you'll have 0 YouTube shorts. That puts you in a position where all the videos, whether it's me or anybody else, now is showing up on your YouTube feed again.
Everybody hit the like button. 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 If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be acting afraid. What? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be acting afraid. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city. What? Drop your city in the chat. What? Drop your city. What? Drop your city in the chat. Drop your city in the chat.
All right, let me play one more song and we are out of here. Which other song do y'all want me to play? Do y'all want me to play the Scooby-Doo song or the Candace song? Which song y'all want me to play next? The Scooby-Doo song or the Candace song? Let me know. And drop fire emojis in the chat if you like the show and if you like the music. But Scooby-Doo or Candace, which one? Which song, y'all? Okay, somebody said Scooby-Doo. Okay, cool.
Scooby-Doo.
Let's go!
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, looking for the clues. Hit the like button if you part of the crew. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, looking for the clues. Hit the like button if you part of the crew. Yeah, black or white, red or blue. We all stuck together like gorilla super glue. Yo, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, looking for the clues. Hit the like button if you part of the crew. Hit the like button and tell me where you from. Hit the like button and tell me where you from. Hit the like button and tell me where you from. Hit the like button. Hit the like button and tell me where you from. Hit the like button and tell me where you from. Hit the like button you part of the group. Black or white, red or blue. We all stuck together like gorilla super glue. Oh.
Blessed me and my mother with one of these decks. And I was asking her the questions while we were heading to the airport, and she was asking questions. And I like that there is something in there that really helps you to identify, how do you feel?
How do you feel?
How do you express this? What word could I use? Or et cetera, et cetera. And I don't want to get too much into it because I really think that you guys should check this out. Even in the half hour that we were asking these questions, it created such deeper discussions. I actually remember there was one question, and it was something along the lines of, did my mom ever experience grief that would have allowed her not to be as attentive? And then we started talking about, and that led to like a really cool conversation. And so it was good. And I like it because we were giggling in the car, like talking about these different stories, stuff around Christmas time. Oh, do you remember this? And it just allowed us to be very nostalgic and really take that road down memory lane. So that was, this game is really cool. So I definitely appreciate it, guys. We're going to connect the link below if you're interested in getting the mother-daughter card game. It's literally like therapy in a box. You get to ask all the questions that you may not have even known that you need to ask, or the conversation you didn't know you needed to have. So,
and the coolest part of this particular card game is, in your situation, your mom lives somewhere else. There's a mother deck and there's a daughter deck. So she was able to bring the mother deck home with her, and you kept the daughter deck. So now y'all can play over the phone or online, right? So you can buy this card game, pull out mom's card game, and ship it to her if she lives in another state.